opportunities and threats. So it's mainly for the micro, environment. So now, what do we have? The quality. Now, okay. Now, in terms of this, what is in product? So now, when you launch a product, make sure it's of quality standard. Because don't forget, why? You use your MacBook. Sorry?
Show brand in it.
Thank you. It has to be quality. Even the way you dress. The way you dress, even your education you're taking right now, is for you to be of a quality, of a quality standard. So when you present yourself for the work, or you're about to embark on a case, you have the knowledge, you have the, you have everything that comes with it. So it must be of quality standard. So that, like, wherever it goes, it represents you. That in turn might be your strength. Like now you see the Apple brand. Apple is on point. Exactly. You see Windows. Windows is on point, but don't compare it. I'm not advocating anyone. I'm just saying. I'm not advocating anyone. I'm just saying. Yeah, you have the brand actually. Yeah, like I said, the brand. You have Cadbury. You have the Cadbury brand. They create great chocolate. You enjoy it. You have the Kit Kat, the Johnson & Johnson baby oil and all that stuff. Yeah. You have the there's Neutrogena the soap. Neutrogena. There we go. Yeah. They make great material. Great product, but their brand, they have a strength there. There's a strength. The quality itself, So now, okay. On an individual level, we have the highly skilled. Yeah. Like I was talking about, to be highly skilled and professional in whatever you're doing. These are just certain, layers of attributes, that can become your strength, when creating this, when creating an M&A strategy. But also passion. If you're a startup business, passion. Passion is what will get you to the next door. Well, half of it actually. But passion goes a long way. Now it's like, you see Disney characters. I bet most of us here must have watched Disney growing up, or others. You have a kid, Disney is out there. They have a passion. They have a passion for making people happy. They do. Watch all their programs, The brand itself has to convey that, It has to convey that passion. You must look for a way to have it in there, You must look for a way to put in Levi, the jeans, good jeans quality. I can wear that thing and I can walk in the desert for 20 days. Nothing's gonna happen to that jeans. But I don't mean a year, but but Levi, they create good jeans. They have a passion for that. They are different. Every individual, every businesses have a different passion for something. And that in turn, it needs to convey that. These are just attributes that it needs to convey. But the main important ones are the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So now consistency. Now these are just internal stuff that you can use that would make your brand could be out there, more dominant. Now consistency. Can you count the amount of times you watch telly and you see an advert in a week? You see an advert about Sainsbury or Tesco? Can you count? But they're always in your face. They're similar to a boy and girl trying to get the attention of one another. If the boy is trying to get the girl, he's always in her face, sending her texts. It's consistent with his approach. Similar to a marketing, to an advertising strategy. You're always in their face. If you walk in, you have a billboard, right? You see the billboard. If they just launch a new product, it's there. E4, is it 4G or E4? What's it called? The mobile phone. Sorry?
4G.
Oh, yeah, 4G. We've launched 4G. Better network. Kevin has a guy called Kevin Bacon. Yeah. They're all in your face. The Vodafone. You see, they're all in your face. Is it Vodafone? Yeah, the
Kevin Bacon's EE.
EE. Yeah, there we go. EE. Sorry for the confusion. Too many things flowing in the head. So he's all in your face. And in Christmas time, you see someone like Sainsbury. The Sainsbury. What's the other one again? Is the Asda Tesco. Now you see they're always in your face because they know it's time for celebration. It's time for you to buy those chicken. It's time for you to get all the crunching done. You have to go. So they'll be there in your face, and then on the repetitive mode, they're there. Repetition. Don't forget we are visual creatures. Mind is taught. So basically, once they taught us in your face, even if you don't really want it, and if you're not overly strong-willed, you probably, let me get a chicken, let me get a turkey. I'll get a turkey this Christmas for my family. If there's no creed stopping you, but it's on your face, it's constant. But these are just certain attributes, like I would say, you should consider when doing this thing, because SWOT itself is a framework. It's a framework that you can use. You can use it for your business. You can use it when creating the strategy for your marketing and advertising. You think of the strengths that you have. So it complements itself. So like now, when major brands are doing adverts, they take in from them that they have a quality product. Their product is highly valued. The product shows the passion for it. In the advert. Later, when we're going to go into the advert, I would outline all these things for you. But this is just mainly on it. But there are multiple ways you can use this framework, the SWOT framework, even for personal life if you want to. But that's outside the case. Yeah. So you have a weakness. Now, for those who are not millennial kids, or those who have not been infused into the whole tech system, most of the time, one of the things that why? I just have to go come and buy. But they'll be like, why? I'll be like, well, you can. They'll be like, no, I can't. To them, they do not see the reason to it. But that itself can help boost their business in itself. Because if now you live close by a place where there are school kids that like to buy chocolates, So now they like to buy chocolates, food and all that. So now, okay, you guys have just launched a new product in the corner shop, like you just received a bunch, and you're doing a discount sale. You can instantly have it there, discount sales, and then you have beforehand you've told the kids to follow you on social media. When they come in, oh, follow me on social media. They'll follow you on the social media, and when they see you've got 2 Kit Kats for 50p, bloody kids go 2 Kit Kats for 50p. Let's go there. Don't mind the voice, but they would actually go there, But most of the things that most people do not consider is that. So our data system and unrelated culture, like similar to what I was saying about the alcohol and all that, it would be pretty stupid to launch such an advert in a culture that doesn't relate to it, unrelated culture. So putting it there would be, you'll be wasting all your resources, your monies. There'll be no point. It's like you've had a bad plan in a bad place. It makes no sense, So that goes to it. And lack of consistency. Like people need reminder of who you are, what you stand for, what you portray. Hence you see they spend lots of millions of pounds on adverts. So even if you have the resources or not, just make sure you're consistent. Just make sure. It's similar to, okay, I'm just going to use this analogy for the sake of talking. It's similar to a relationship. It's similar to a relationship between a man and a woman. One of the party always needs more love than the other. So you need to reassure the other party of your constant love for them in whatever form or shape, in whatever form it may take. If for some it's wedding, for some it's present, but similar, but you must retain their attention with you. So, lack of consistency. And some people, some relationships die out because they're not consistent with, what one partner might expect from the other. So similar, the same principle, goes with that also. Lack of consistency. Now, if Sainsbury is not, or Tesco or Asda, one of these big ones later, they're not out there, putting out posters out there, not a lot of people are going to go to their shop. Not a lot of people are going to go buy stuff.
They won't know.
Yeah, exactly. Awareness. Or the underline of advertising and marketing is communication and awareness. They both interlinked. Actually. Yeah. Sorry?
Promoting.
Yeah, promoting. Promoting, yeah. So then we have the next is opportunity. Now, when you launch a product or launch an advert, you always seek an opportunity for new markets. You always, remember I talked about the research, remember the formula I said? Your business objective and your research? Yeah. Now, doing your research, just make sure you, actually, as a business, research is part of your daily activity. You have to keep researching in order to gain new markets. So now when an opportunity arrives, so it's easy for you to spot it. Because now inspiration comes, when you actively looking. You find out new things. So the new market itself, can be an opportunity for you to launch. Like there might be some food that they eat in your country, but you have, okay, now I'm gonna use, I like my Afrobeat, so I like my Afrobeat. So in the UK, now I'm gonna use this, as an example. In the UK, we have an entertainment industry. You have the different sectors. But now some group of people have figured out that there's a high amount of Nigerians in this country, which is almost 1 million. They're like, oh, okay. And they say, oh, wow, we can actually bring in the culture here. We can actually bring in the culture here. And then what they ended up doing was they created a niche in that market. They found a new market. Like, okay, we can create this. Now the Afrobeats that is going on there, we can bring it here because there's lots of Nigerians here. Now they put on festivals, concerts, and lots of Nigerians and non-Nigerians that enjoy Afrobeat, they go to this concert. They've tapped into that opportunity. They've tapped into it. They've seen the market for it. We have Smade, we have Cocoa Bar, they go on and on and on. They've capitalized into that market,
Yeah,
They've capitalized into that market. So they saw an opportunity there, and they took it, and they provided a service, a service for that market. So they capitalized on it to the spec that every 2 to 3 months they have a concert, the market in there, service in there. They get in there, everyone's enjoying it. I bet they should be profiting from it, but is understanding that opportunity plays a new role, capitalizing on the opportunity in that particular market. I don't know much about different countries, but I think in the UK is a multicultural nation, so there's always a market for you to sell something into. I mean, we all in this country are from different creeds, different culture. There's always something for you to capitalize in that culture, but you just need to be able to be diligent enough to do the research and develop the product to cater to that market itself before you jump out to market the product. Just make sure you understand it. I think at the beginning I said, what are you selling? Who are you selling? At what price are you selling it? So once you have these 3 things in place, you know how to structure, the foundation of your M&A strategy plan. And now, we'll go on technology. I think I've talked about that before. Networking, talk about that. Education. Okay. Now, bad and good review. Okay, now, social media. This way there's bad and good review. They are set in social media. You can have a product, like when you want to test it, you can put it out in social media. Now, people, you get reviews. Now, you can get a bad review, you can get a good review. Every business is like, hey, I'm happy I've got a good review. But actually, if you have a bad review, it's actually a good thing. It promotes you. It tells you where you need, where you're slacking. That means what slacking there. Huh?
Swap.
Sorry?
Your strengths, your weaknesses.
Yeah. It tells you. This is, they complement each other. But mostly the opportunities are they're external. It's mainly these are external. If you want to say external, internal. So they're mainly for you to your external environment. But going back to social media, you can use that to monitor the progress of what you're doing. If you're doing a good job, if you're doing a bad job, or you need to improve on your customer service. I think there was a company that actually launched their product, and one of the customers was online complaining. So what they did was they created a platform for customers to tell each other about the product. Now that platform itself allows them to see opportunities, because when the customers are talking to each other, I bought the shoes, the lace is not good, I bought this handbag, it's too tight up here, they communicate with one another. As they communicate, the company itself, is getting from that, we can develop the product, we can go in here, we can build this, we can strengthen this, we can do that, from those structure itself. So a review can be good or bad, depending on what it is, and sometimes it can just kill your business. you know. But it's good, but it's good to also, you know, to take this you know, into consideration while you're setting up your plans. It's good to think about that. And I think social media, personally, I think social media is a great platform for reaching out to, you know, to a massive audience, to a global audience actually. So if you're a film producer, that's great for you. If you're launching a global product, that's great for you. If you have an online business, it's great for you. But if you're a corner shop, slightly great for you, slightly okay for you. Yeah, depending on what your product or service is, you know, it's great for your strategy. And when you're low on finance, on marketing your product, social media does a good job at helping you with that. Just make sure you pay your internet bill, you'll be okay. And then threats, bad review. Oh, bad review. Well, I've touched on that before, haven't I? You know, like kill your business, eliminate your business. Well, yeah, but mostly threats might be external, in the external factors. You know, some it might be external factor. The economy might be bad. You know, the economy might not be suitable for what you want to launch. Like when you want to launch high-end product, you're not going to go launch it in places where you have people who are just surviving on a day-to-day basis. You know, you want to tap into a working class, the wealthy people. Say you launch, okay, say like Fendi and Gucci, you know, Gucci handbag, and you're not going to take a £100 Gucci handbag and go meet someone whose salary is mainly just £17,000 a year. You're like, are you mad? You know, I've got bills to pay. You know, or you're not gonna launch something like that. You know, in somewhere where the minimum wage is probably, you know, $5 or $2 a day. In countries like that, you're only gonna target those, you know, those people who can afford your product. So it's good to take into consideration the threat. And sometimes the threat might be from the government, the threat might be from, you know, your competitors. You know, it goes on and on. Whatever would hinder the growth of your business in itself is a threat. Yes.
What I was going to say is that, like, in regards to, like, if, you know, if you want to set up a business,
yeah,
somewhere, it's always good to be to watch the news, to know exactly what's going on in the world. So if you wanted to set up a business and you've got a strong thing in going into business in, say, for instance, America, but if you didn't watch the news,
yeah, you wouldn't know
that America's going to war in
so
about
much. It's really
2
nice
months.
to meet you. And
Then
you can pick a business card, pick one for your friend also.
invest in a business, what it ain't going to happen because America's going to go into war.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have a good outlook
Yeah.
of the news and what's going on.
On what's going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, war can actually be a threat for your business.
War could be a threat.
Yeah, I mean, like you can't go to Syria and say you want to launch a product right now, except if you're into the, you know, the military, you know, army business or something. You can say yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So depending on what, you know, you cannot go there. If you have a news station, you can go there. You know, because it's news for you, it's business for you. You can go there. So yeah. So depending, like, you know, for some, what is a threat is an opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah. For some, what is an opportunity for you might be a threat to the next individual. So these things, you know, they all go in places. Right. And then. Aha! Now, framework, product mix. Earlier on I said, you know, what are you selling, who are you selling to, at what price are you selling it? Now, these we're in the ecosystem of marketing. So now, these are just frameworks that you can apply, you know, when launching your M&A strategy. So, not merger and acquisition, marketing and advertising strategy.